Hello and welcome back to Trans and Transparent.
Heavy on the trans.
Heavy on the buns today.
Yum. I got my big buns.
Yeah, Hunter's eating some mini Cinnabuns.
Mini Cinnabuns.
Yep.
Gifflar for all you Swedish people out there. I love them.
And if you're watching us on either Spotify or YouTube, as you can see, we have a guest today.
Hi.
So today we're joined by Eliah, who's another trans male. It's like you say trans male.
I would just say another trans.
Another trans.
Just another trans.
It.
That's all.
Trans man, content creator, and trans clothing brand owner from Switzerland. Welcome, Eliah.
Hi.
Wait, applauses, please. Applauses.
Thank you so much for having me on the podcast. I'm so happy. I've been watching those since the beginning, honestly. So yeah, thank you.
Well, welcome.
Welcome.
Thank you for being here.
We have a lot of things to discuss today. We're going to talk a little bit about Eliah's story and how it is being a trans man or a trans masc person, and some testosterone changes. So, are you ready?
Yo! Always ready, always here to have a good time.
Tell me how much you love me. Tell me you'll never doubt me. Tell me how much I changed your life. Say you can't live without me.
All right, well, we're finally here. It's been a long-awaited collaboration, and since y'all have been getting to know each other a lot more over the past few months, I have not. Mm-hmm. So I am curious. I want to hear your story. I want to know, when did you start transitioning into a tranny-licious diva? And how does it feel? Do you enjoy it? Is it a good time? Has it been a long time? Has it been a short time?
So first of all, I will reuse that name for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And I think for me it was longer, especially to realize that I was trans. And because of that, I've been feeling less valid as a trans person, because I always had the idea that if you're trans, you just always knew, and as a kid, said it to everyone, or since puberty knew that it wasn't right for you. So basically, as a kid, I've always kind of preferred to present as a guy, or as much as I knew. I would wear guy clothes and stuff like that. But then pretty quick, I think around 10, I realized that most people, or most girls, didn't do that, and that it wasn't normal, and it wasn't expected of me. So I think around 12, I started dressing like a girl and acting like a girl and just doing everything like a girl. And then I haven't really thought about it again, I think. I just tried to fit in. And when I was 16, I realized that I wasn't happy with how I looked. And I thought it was because I just didn't look pretty enough and I didn't like myself. And so I started putting a lot of effort in being prettier, taking care of myself. And then when I was happy with how I looked I thought it was pretty, I still didn't like myself. And I think that's when I realized, yes.
Sorry, I just want to say, because I've heard you say this, people, when we meet, for example, we met my parents or not my parents, but my dad and his girlfriend, or it sounds weird to say girlfriend, but life partner or whatever. And then you told this story, and every time you tell it, I'm I recognize myself so much, because it's so similar to mine, especially when you say that you felt forced to dress more feminine. Because I also did that, and then just try to fit in and try to make myself pretty, because I saw pretty girls and I guess I was okay, that's pretty, so I guess I'll look like that and I'll be confident and happy. But still, like you said, that was not enough, just wanted to say that. But yeah, go on.
For sure. Sorry, where was I? And then I realized that I finally found myself pretty, but I was still not happy, so something was off. And around that time, so that was around 17 years old, I would say. And around that time, I started, when wearing clothes, being that would look better without my boobs, or as a guy. And I think right before I turned 18, my best friend at the time, he came out to me as a trans guy. And when he did that, first he explained how he felt, and I was like, me too, me too. And then he said like, I'm a trans guy. And I was like, oh, that's what it is. So I was kind of like, not forced to come out to him, but just he said how he felt, and I said that I felt exactly the same. And then he said, I'm trans, and I was like, then I guess I'm also trans. But then I had so many doubts, and it was too much to handle, to be honest, that I just denied it and just said, oh no, I made a mistake, it can't be me. Also because I think at that time, as I said, I was taking more care of myself, and I enjoyed wearing makeup, and I enjoyed like wearing feminine things, and because of that I thought I couldn't be a trans man, because I thought that a trans guy can't wear makeup or stuff like that. And then so when I turned 18, I started like denying it, but it kept coming back. So I thought about it more and more, and then like shortly after I was 18, I think like 6 months later, I came out to my mom, to my sister, and to my mom. And my mom, I knew she was very supportive of trans people because, as I said, my best friend like was trans and she never misgendered him, so I knew that would be fine. But I think it was harder when it came to her son, her own kids. So she basically said that she would love me no matter what, but that I was probably not trans. And I think for her, she was so afraid of her kid being trans, because for her, being trans was only the pain and the sadness and the depression, that she couldn't really accept it. And so when she kind of rejected me, I guess, in a way, I said, oh, never mind, I'm not trans then. You're right. And then it took me another year to come out again. And then, so when I was 19, I came out again, and I was like, no, for sure, this time I am trans, I am a guy, I know it. And then I think before, when I was in that phase where I kept doubting myself, I watched a lot of YouTube videos, and I didn't find people talking about my side of the experience, in the sense of they were not talking about doubts that much, or feeling not valid, or imposter syndrome, or being okay with femininity as a trans guy. And so at that time, then I started wanting to start a YouTube channel or creating content to talk about this, in hope that other trans people won't feel as alone as I did. And then I came out at 19, and then for a year I had to see a therapist. And at 20 I started hormones, and then a year later I got top surgery, and now I'm 2 years on T and 1 year after top surgery, and 22 years old.
Okay.
Hey.
But I feel like that's like pretty common, or like, you know what I mean? Like we've talked a lot
that
about
story, you mean?
Yeah, or
Yeah.
in the sense of like having doubts, and especially in the beginning of your transition, and kind of like going through it in your head a lot, and like going back and forth, like, am I valid? Am I truly trans? Am I this, that? Like we've talked a lot about that. That's kind of also how we, you know, got closer about the subject specifically with each other, and we're kind of like, so I can relate to it a lot. So I really get you.
Yeah, definitely, because that's also something that I thought about, that there aren't that much, like people don't talk that much about doubts and these things that you mentioned. Because I remember when I watched a bunch of like trans content, when I was doubting if I was trans or not, like before coming out, and when I was in that phase of figuring it out for myself, I remember
It's a phase?
everything I saw was just people being like miserable before their transition, and then started T, and then they were happy. So I was like, how do I know? Like, it was just like not enough representation for how it truly is for like most trans people, I feel like. So that's also something that I remember from before you and I became friends, Eliah and I. I remember sometimes I saw your content on my For You page on like TikTok, Instagram, and it was always about like doubting yourself, or being, or like sexual things.
Be who you are.
but like you feel like you talked about things that are like not talked about, like I said. So that was like the only thing I knew about you. And for people who might be confused, because I also said that you met my parents, and they're like, isn't that just a guest? But we're close friends now, I would say, even though we only know each other for a short time, since we don't live in the same country, but we've started like hanging out. And yeah, if you want, you can tell that story.
How we met?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. So I knew I wanted a friend. I knew I wanted more trans friends, and I knew also I wanted more friends who were like YouTuber or had their own like business or stuff like that. But the intersection of both is even harder to find. And then I saw Benji, like I saw your videos, and I already knew you, and I just like send you an email. People always laugh when they hear that. But
that is hilarious. I'm not gonna lie to you.
No,
sending an
but
email is crazy.
Let me explain, because I am also a YouTuber, so I know that you cannot read all of your messages or your DMs, but I know that emails you're gonna read them because it's important. So I was like, I don't know if you're gonna receive a lot of emails now.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
No,
I was gonna say.
but it is true, because I saw it. But did you also email other people, or was it just me? Or like, why? Because there are so many trans creators, so I'm like, wait.
I tried to make friends with also other creators. Like, I also did a group with Trans Mask Influencer.
Nice.
So I talked with a lot of people, but I guess I think you're the only one I sent an email to. And you're also the one with whom like it, like even though we were not that close when we were just texting, we got along quite well. So yeah, we started talking. Then I think it was like in January this year. We started texting, and then we started calling each other. And I remember the first call we wanted to game together. So we played PS4. We played It Takes Two, and but my PS4 was so old and doing so much noise that I couldn't even hear him. It was very chaotic.
What did you say about me?
What? And then I really wanted to like meet him in real life or go on a trip with him, but I didn't dare to ask. And just when I was thinking about it, I think it was like the same week, I received a message from you like saying like, hey, I know this is a bit like out of the blue, but like could we like go on a trip together and meet? And so I was so happy, and then we met in Berlin, and that's where we really became friends, because we were able to spend so much time together, and also in real life, I guess. And then we spent 5 days together, and after 5 days we still hadn't had a fight, so we were like, okay, I guess we're friends now. And then as soon as I came back, I started looking for flights to like come to Sweden, and now I'm here. So yeah, I guess that's the story.
And you're not leaving, right?
Exactly.
You
He kidnapped me actually,
Yeah.
so please help.
No, we don't want him to leave. Yeah, it's funny actually.
I have to say, like, from my perspective, it's obviously we have each other and our friendship as two trans individuals.
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah, you and me.
So Benji.
But- Yeah, okay, well, Benji and I have our friendship as two trans individuals. And that's obviously very nice, but it is a very different thing. Like, I know you've always wanted to have, like, a close guy friend. And especially, I guess, like, having someone of trans experience as well. So, like, when I saw y'all getting closer, and especially, like, I watched the vlog from when y'all were in Berlin, I was like, that's fab. Like, that's so
Yeah.
fab. And it looked so fun. And
'Cause-
it looked like y'all were having such a good time,
Yeah, because obviously Hunter and I have always been very close friends, but then like after transitioning and you were in ballroom, you found so many new friends and like trans women or like people who you could relate to and talk to, and like about things that I can't relate to or like help you with. So for me, I was like, okay, I don't really have anyone like that who I can talk to about my experience as a trans man, or or like things that you feel auntie or just like as a man, you know. So that's why I've always also wanted, or since coming out, I guess, a trans mask friend who is also like very much alike me, because I feel like aside from being like trans guys, we're also like very much alike with our goals and with
scary.
like everything. So we get along really, really well on every aspect of life.
And can you just say something also?
Yeah.
And also outside of the fact, like, of course it's so cool to relate about being trans, but also making cis guy friends is so hard. Like, finding them is not hard, but then when you talk with them, not all of them of course, but often with my cis guy friends, I couldn't really create a bond, because the discussions were either they were very shallow and simple, or they would say something sexist quite quick, and then for me that's like, okay, I'm not a friend anymore. And so I think also just having a guy friend, like, of course, like that we both trans is even better, but just having a guy friend is like so cool.
And not feeling like you have to hide anything, because we can also be like, oh, I left my packer in the bathroom, we can go in there, it's fine, you know. Like without issue. I also actually gave Eliah a packer when he arrived in Sweden, because I had one that I hadn't used. I was like, do you want it? You know? So now we have the same one.
Too much detail. True friendship.
Not the matching.
So if you want to make trans mask friend, sorry. So if you want to make trans mask friend, just give them a packer, and that should be it.
Yeah.
Give them a packer and email them.
Exactly.
And you got it going on.
All right, so now you know a little bit of background of us and Eliah and everything. So let's move into the next part.
Benji and I were talking earlier before getting into this podcast episode, and I've been working all day, so I haven't really had time to prepare anything or to think about the podcast episode. However, I know y'all have been busy at work and preparing something. So you told me you have prepared a list of different things that you like or don't like.
Stuff
about a certain hormone. Hormone?
Yeah.
Hormone hustle.
Hormone hustle?
Hormones.
Hormones and tiaras. No.
Yeah.
Nay, what was it? Tequila?
No.
Nay.
It was because, for reference, I think it's in the first, or no, I think it's the second episode, we read out names that ChatGPT gave us for the podcast. So some of these names were really funny.
Yeah.
So one was testosterone and tequila
Oh, yeah.
for the podcast.
Yeah.
But then
Why
it
tequila?
was boots and tiaras, or no?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah. Okay. That's,
Who is who?
Boots.
and hormone hustle. Also.
That's a great question. Hormone hustle. Okay, so let's get into the hormone hustle. But so basically, I know you prepared a list of different things, different effects that you have felt on testosterone.
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 We have one list each. So I have a list, you have a list, and we'll see. I haven't seen his. He hasn't seen mine.
That sounds oddly sexual right there. Are y'all going to compare lists?
Yeah.
Compare?
Well, we both had the same, apparently.
Oh, that's true. This is true.
Yeah, so we're gonna do a tier list. Is that what it's called? A tier list.
Yeah, tier list.
Yeah. Of from number 1 to last, basically, or from number 1 to down. So basically, number 1 is our favorite change on testosterone, and then the further down on the list, the less we like the changes. Or I guess we like all the changes, but it is on a scale from favorite to least favorite, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we don't dislike any changes, because okay, he's disagreeing, but let's begin with the first one. You begin. All right. So Eliah, begin.
For me, it's voice.
Oh. Thank you.
I put voice so high because it was the faster, and it's the one who allowed me to pass the first. So it's the one who made me the most gender euphoric, I think.
I also have the voice.
That voice.
That voice. But yeah, I
That
think
body.
if it's also like, if I could choose one change on TE, it would be the voice, because it's the thing that helps you the most with passing. I feel like. So yeah, it is the most my favorite one.
We're gonna have the exact same list.
Okay, moving on to number 2. Hunter, what do you think?
Well, I think the second one then maybe then in that case might be facial hair for you, or
Yes.
yes,
Yes.
for you. I don't know.
Okay, Eliah, reveal your choice, even though you already said it.
Sorry, I was
It's
supposed to answer. Yes, for me it was facial hair. That happened way later. It happened. Now I'm 2 years on T, and it happened the last 6 months. But it's my favorite. Like one of my favorite.
Okay, Ben Church.
No.
For me, number 2 is face/neck changes,
Oh, okay.
which is, I guess, like
What specifically?
just like how your face changes. Because I feel like if I had to choose between just the facial hair or just the face change, like the fact that you get wider, get a sharper jawline, your neck gets bigger, like all of that is more important to me than the facial hair, and I like it a lot more. Also, because I don't have facial hair yet. I mean,
Right.
but I still like that one a lot more, personally.
Lovely. Okay, so we're moving on to the third one. So I want to know, because now I'm done guessing. Y'all need to tell me what's number
Fair
third.
enough.
Number third, number 3 on the list.
You can be one of those girls at a boxing match, being like,
Yes.
round 3.
Does that give you gender euphoria?
Yes. Give me a big sign. I need it.
So I was doing the list on the bus, kind of in a hurry, and I don't know why I put it that high, but I guess the instinct. My next one, how explicit can I be?
How explicit you want?
Okay,
Yeah.
because you talked about the next one was that I wrote was morning wood.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's the fact that I think it's something that's one of the things that's only for guys really, and so having that made me feel like a guy, so very gender euphoric. And also I think I didn't know I was gonna have it, and that was also like a cool thing. And it happened really really fast. Like the first the third month I was on T, that already started.
Fair enough. I'll have to check. Yeah, number 3 for me is muscle strength, or muscle and strength. So the fact that you build muscle quicker and strength. I was almost put this on number 1.
I was gonna say I thought that might be one of them.
But yeah, voice and face is more important. But yeah, this is definitely my top 3, because yeah, I love having big muscles. Not that I have that big now, but I mean I love the idea of having big muscles, and it's very very important to me personally to feel confident and feel like myself. So yeah.
Really?
Yep.
What a surprise.
Yep.
Number 4. Round number 4.
For me, number 4 was the face changes, because before I always felt like a lesbian when looking in the mirror.
Oh no.
Which, no shade to lesbians, we love you, but that's not what I want to be. And now I have a more squared, I think, face, and that feels really good.
Yeah, that was exactly what I felt like before. Also, that my face was so round, I just felt like I look like a woman, and now I feel like I don't because of the face changes. So that's why I put it higher.
So
Okay.
what's your number 4?
My number 4 is fat redistribution. So it's also one of my favorite ones because it gives you a more masculine body. Yep.
Can I ask you, what have you what have you noticed when it comes to fat redistribution? Like, what are the big changes that have happened for you so far?
With fat redistribution.
Yes, specifically.
Like, that's one of the changes that takes longer and happens later in your transition. So it has started, but I'm nowhere. I have a lot left of the fat redistribution. Let's say that. But it has started to move from my butt and thighs, or it has just disappeared like more and more, honestly. But that's also because I've been cutting. So basically, I've just gotten leaner with more muscle. But I feel like if I started gaining more weight now, I would have more fat on my belly compared to before. When I bulked a year ago, when I was 6 months on T, I still got most of my fat around my butt, thighs, and my waist was still like, it went in on my waist, which I still have a little bit. So that's what I mean by it's still a lot left. But I can just imagine what it'll feel like or look like when I'm in the future and the fat redistribution is like, has done its thing, if you get what I mean.
If you
but
know what I'm
it's-
saying.
Yeah, it makes a big difference in like confidence, how the clothes fit, how you feel like without clothes also.
So we're gonna move on to the 5th change.
So me, number 5, you already said it. It's easier to get muscles. Muscles in general have made me so gender euphoric, and I think also in general, just going to the gym has helped me so much with my transition because it was for a long time the only way I could take control over my body and change my body in a way that I would like it more. And yeah, like having big arms.
Yeah. Makes sense. My number 5 is a number 5.
Yes.
I have to start checking before I answer. My number 5 is facial hair. So it's quite low on the list, lower than I expected, lower than I feel like for most people. But I just think that I like it and I look forward to more of it. But I feel like a lot of other things are more important to me.
I also feel like, there are a lot of cis guys who don't have a lot of facial hair.
Yeah.
You know what I
exactly.
mean? Like, of course, it's a nice thing to have, but it's not like make or break kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Whereas other things might be a little bit more crucial if your goal is to pass.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like I would rather have like a very masculine face and like big ass muscles,
Big ass.
big ass muscles.
Big ass
and
muscles,
not a
but
big
not
ass.
a big ass.
Yeah.
Oh my
That's
god.
Right. You could just, I should quote that.
Uh-huh.
Number 6, right? Oh,
Sorry. 1 second.
she's on a break.
Yeah. This is my paid break. Just taking my time.
Paid?
Allegedly. Mentally. Yeah.
Paid
So-
with love.
We are gonna move on to the 6th favorite change.
For me, the 6th favorite change was the Adam's apple. I separated from the voice because the voice came before the Adam's apple, or like it took longer to actually be there. But I notice now that when I'm stressed, or like just in general, I like just touch it unconsciously, and it makes me feel better because it makes me feel euphoric, I guess. So yeah, that was quite high on the list.
Must be nice.
Nice. Can I touch it?
Yeah. Can I touch it? But especially like that, I like.
Oh yeah, I go. Oh
Right?
yeah, it's wide. I don't have that, but I have the
Here.
lump.
But I don't have the.
Yeah.
Do you want mine?
Me?
Yeah.
That's
You're
a trick
this?
question.
Yeah. We can
Nice.
switch.
So my number 6 is body hair.
Valid.
Yeah, I don't feel like I need to explain that one. I'm like,
You like it?
huh?
You like it?
I like it. I still don't have that much of it, but I feel like it also makes a big difference in like passing and just like seeing my legs. Mostly the leg hair is what makes like a big difference for me, like on my thighs. Because before, if I like peed and I saw my thighs and they had no hair, I was like, I feel like a woman. But now I see that there's a lot of hair, or at least some hair. So now I just feel so much better. Yeah.
Do you have a hair like the snail trail, or how is it called, the happy trail?
Happy trail.
The snail trail.
Yeah, I you can see it, but it's not like thick, Yeah, but that one also is of the body hair. It's my second favorite. Leg hair number 1, body hair. But body hair is number 6 in general.
Is there any place on your body where you don't like body hair?
That'll come.
Oh,
It's further down on the list.
further down. Separated.
But that's crazy how like we're listing them, but it's so hard because they're all so cool. Honestly, like for me, it was so hard to know which one I like the most or the least.
Yeah.
You know what's so funny though? I'm hearing all of this and I'm like,
Yeah.
don't get away from me. I don't want any of that. All of it sounds horrible.
Yeah.
But Must be nice to
you can,
enjoy
you,
it.
you can make a list of the same things, but how much you hate them.
I
The
could do
dysphoria
that.
list.
Oh yeah. I already know which one.
Or she
is the
should
worst.
make a list of like the effects on E, like estrogen, and then
Yeah.
like we react to it
On E.
on E. Can you say that? No.
Isn't that
Yeah.
isn't that
Oh, E,
ecstasy?
okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, they have the same effect.
hey,
So let's just take E and talk about E. I'm kidding.
that sounds lovely. Lovely.
But just figure out which one you talk about and which one you take.
In your case, yeah. Yeah. I think you might like one more than the other.
Yeah, exactly.
So, we're going to move on to number 7. Siete.
For me, number 7 is body fat oh wow, that's a hard word. Redistribution.
There you go.
I think I had so much dysphoria in the hips and the butt. It's like, still now, it's really hard. Like, I cannot look at myself in the mirror from behind, or when I see pictures, like, it's really hard. And I think I didn't lose it until I didn't notice that change until I started losing weight and like regaining fat. And so I think it was like only in the second year, but it's a really good one.
Yeah, same. I got the most of that in the second year, or when I did my cut, like I mentioned. But I think even if I didn't do a cut, I think it would move still slowly, maybe not as sudden of a change, if that makes sense. But my number seven,
Number 7.
my number 7 is veins,
Oh.
which is, I guess, linked to the muscles and like working out, because typically you're not gonna get as many visible veins if you don't work out, unless you're like genetically blessed, which of course some people are. But otherwise, I like seeing more veins on my hands when I'm like doing things. It makes me feel, because from my point of view, I can't see that much besides, or one of the things I see the most are my hands all the time. So it makes a big difference that they look and feel more masculine with the veins. And like when I work out, if I have like, so far I have like 2 forearm veins, but there will be more, and I'm looking forward to it.
So, we're moving on to number 8.
For me, number 8 is bottom growth. I think this one is funny because I was very afraid, or I remember finding a list of like cons and pros of taking tea and like which changes would I like and which scared me. And I put bottom growth in the cons. I really didn't want that. And I think it was mainly because all the people on TikTok were talking about it in a negative way, or almost in a shameful way sometimes too. And actually it's really cool. So, yeah.
I feel like I've heard a lot more positive things about bottom growth. So I was a bit disappointed that it didn't make a bigger difference for me. But anyways, my number 8 is Adam's apple. Because it's also nice, but I feel like it's not that important, because it's a fine detail. It's a cherry on top, but it's not the whole thing. Yeah.
Cherry on cock. What?
What?
Cock-a-doodle-doo. What? We're getting somewhere now. We're kind of getting into a lot of these. So we're on to number 9.
So for me, number 9 was energy. And I don't know if everyone feels that, because I talked with other trans masks and they didn't notice that. But I noticed that I have way more energy. And it's almost like I took like a Red Bull or something. Like it's easier for me to wake up in the morning, and also it's harder to like go sleep at night. But I really like it because I can do more things, yeah, and I'm less tired.
Yeah, to be honest, I didn't notice that. If anything, I was just more tired. Because it felt like, or it is a second puberty, so I felt like a teenager. And I remember the first months, I ate so much, and then I slept like 10 hours per night. And now I guess it's gone down to normal again.
So 9 hours per night for you.
Try, but yeah, I think also maybe the energy could be linked to being happier and like excited about life. But
I think it was really the tea.
okay. Fair enough.
But I can relate to what you said with like feeling. I could feel both. That's what's super weird. And sometimes it was like, you know, when you're really tired but you just had 4 Red Bulls so you can't sleep. That's a bit how I felt. I was really tired because my body was going through so many changes that I needed to sleep so much, but the tea was giving me like energy.
All right. Well, my number 9 was feeling less emotional, or like just feeling more like not having a roller coaster of emotion, just being more stable and just happy, and not like crying that much or basically at all anymore, which some people don't like, but I love it. I just feel so much more at ease and peaceful rather than before, when I was like, one day I could be really happy, and then during the night I could just have a mental breakdown and cry, and just the tiniest things, like I could see like a puppy and I would just cry, which I didn't like. So yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. I think that's my favorite change with you. Or one of them. You feel more like yourself though, more so than anything else. I feel like before it was just like hard for you to deal with as well. So it's like I could tell that it was frustrating for you, and then that became frustrating to be around. If that makes sense.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So we are on to number 10. 10.
For me, number 10 was hunger, and I think what I meant by that is that I can eat way more, and I need to eat way more, and I'm someone who likes food a lot. So it's nice that because my body needs more food, that I can just eat more without taking weight.
Fair enough. My number 10 is being more horny. Which I still love all these changes. I'm not at the bad ones or the ones I don't like, because it's just a few. So this one is also like, I wanted to put it higher, but then I love all the other things. So it's one of the things that I really, really like. Sometimes it can be annoying. I guess that's why it's further down, because sometimes it just like gets in the way. You're like, ugh, I don't have the energy to like do anything about this now, but I can't stop thinking about it. So I guess that's like frustrating. Or sometimes
I'm just thinking about it. I'm not
just
going to do it. I did it.
Fair enough. No, but sometimes it just comes to me randomly when I don't want it to come.
Uh-huh.
So like, for example, if I'm like having a serious discussion with my girlfriend, and then I don't want to think about anything else, but then my mind makes me think dirty things instead, which makes me feel really bad and guilty because I don't want to, but then I can't really control it. I just try to put it to the side, of course, and to just listen instead. But that's, I guess, one of the annoying parts about the horniness, but otherwise I like all of it. So that's why I guess it's not high on the list, but it's one of my favorite things.
You dirty, dirty dog.
Yeah.
We are moving on to number 11.
For 11, I had like growth.
Sorry.
For me, number 11 was height growth, and I put it so much down. Can you say that? Because I didn't grow that much. I only grew from 2 centimeters, but I'm small, so I really want to be higher, taller. So that's
Would
what I
also
put it
love to be higher.
there. Who doesn't? Yeah.
Fair enough. But I feel like it's already uncommon to grow at all, height-wise.
I know.
Because I didn't, as far as I know.
I wasn't expecting at all, because everybody tells you that you don't. But what I heard is it's the female puberty who makes you stop growing instead of the male who makes you grow. And I had my female puberty, it started around 14, 15. And I think because it started so late, it was not finished in a way. And I started at 20 taking hormones, so that's my theory.
You're 20?
22.
I'm kidding.
Well, my number 11 is bottom growth. Because now we're moving into things that I don't really care about that much.
Oh.
Yeah. Because, I mean, I like that I can get hard, I guess. But it doesn't make a difference in my life. It's only like that I know that it looks different and that it can get hard, like I said. But other than that, I don't. It's just annoying to have to clean it. And yeah. Not that I
Anyway.
didn't clean before. I just mean you have to clean it in another way.
Never ever. Never wash it. So we're moving on to number 12. I don't know why I'm doing this so sexually every time.
For me, it was that my feet grew. Like, I think it took 2 sizes. Or yeah. And that was pretty euphoric because before, when I was looking for guys' shoes, I couldn't even find my size. And now I'm the smallest, but I'm still there.
What size?
39.
Oh, okay, but that's
Yeah.
nice.
What were you? Okay.
Is
I thought it was gonna be smaller.
39 the smallest?
No.
For guys.
but like often it's hard to
Wait.
find like. No, but often like if you had like 37 or like that, it's hard to
Mm.
find.
Mm. Have your feet grown, Benji?
I think a little bit because I used to be able to wear 40 or actually I used to wear 39, 40, but now I usually wear 41. But I don't know if that's linked or I don't know. Nah. But I can still wear the same shoes that I had before, but the ones that I could wear that were small I can't really anymore. My next one, I can't remember which number, but it is, I don't know, like this is very linked to bottom growth, but I chose it as a separate one, which is random erections. But I actually want to switch places. I want to have that as 11
Okay.
and bottom growth as 12 because I like the erections more than the actual bottom growth. You get what I mean? Yeah.
But do you think you would like it as much if there was no bottom growth involved? Just food for thought.
No, but I mean the bottom growth is what makes the erections. So I mean, but that alone I like more than the bottom growth as a whole.
Well, sure.
Yeah.
Love a good hole. What?
Who said that?
Me. Okay. Ding ding. Number 13.
My number 13 is one that Benji already said is emotions. I have to agree that my emotions are also easier to handle now, but I put it so much down because sometimes I miss it. Like, I like being sensitive and crying for random puppies. I think there's something beautiful in that, so I put it more down.
Fair enough. I don't miss it at all. My number 13 is being smellier because it's something that I wanted, but I didn't get it as much as I wanted to. Because I feel like I smell, like when I do sweat, I smell more sweat than before, but it's not a lot. Like I feel like I don't smell like a man still, or a little bit, but I don't know. I would like more sweat smell, which is weird, but yeah, because I can work out and then not shower afterwards, and it's fine. And like sometimes I don't even shower for a day, and it's fine. So, yeah. So that's why now I'm getting into the things that
It's okay.
Yeah.
Round 14.
My number 14 is body hair. I put it so much down because I know you were shocked, but I didn't like it that much. Why are you looking at me like that? Benji's judging me for those who are not watching the video.
Yeah, because I remember us talking about this, and you were like, "I love body hair, but I don't want too much. But I love that I have some."
Yes, but for me it was too much, too fast. And as I explained to Benji, I started shaving when I was like 11, I think. And I was with my family and my friends, it was very clear that girls are not supposed to have any hair, which I'm not anymore. But I think it still kind of stayed with me. The body hair is bad. And so for me, I'm still struggling to not see that as something negative.
But I was just gonna say, I feel like body hair is such a sensitive topic for a lot of people, and I feel like that goes without, like, it doesn't even have to be necessarily linked to identity, because it's like society does not, like, so many people have so many opinions about body hair, and like even men today are like expected by a lot of people to like groom their body hair and so on. And I hate that. I love body hair on other people. Not on myself, but on other people. So I think I can understand why you would feel that way, because I feel like, especially if you have that mindset and you're so ingrained with what society's telling you, that it might be hard to like break out of that, even though you might enjoy it at the same time. So I get that.
Yeah, makes sense. But I love it. But I still also want to groom it because I want to make you look presentable and good, and I want to look like I take care of myself but still have body hair, if that makes sense. But yeah, I forgot what mine was now.
I'm not gonna lie. I want to date somebody with a lot.
Oh.
A werewolf.
A
Well, I
lot.
know.
A werewolf. I would love a werewolf.
Actually, my number 14 is also about hair, but it's specifically, because I want to put this specifically the butt hair and the hair, like, you have pubic hair, of course, but when you start T, it's gonna like spread out more, like on your thighs and up, just everywhere. Yeah, it's gonna like move to your chest and like to your toes. No, but that, like, I don't mind it, but I don't necessarily like it. I could be fine without having hair between my butt cheeks and the pubic hair just spreading, and after trimming it down, it's back after like a few days, which is annoying. So yeah, don't really like it.
It's 2025. Free the bush. Let it grow. I'm gonna compare.
I don't know why, but
I'm
bush
gonna
makes me
keep.
dysphoric.
Yeah.
You too?
But yeah, bush for me sounds like
men have bushes too. What do
I
you mean?
know.
I don't know why, but like when you
Yeah,
say
that's
that-
weird.
Yeah, but I think
Yellow weird.
I think
That's-
I think I link it to vagina, like a bushy
Oh,
vagina.
yeah, me too.
So that's why I'm like,
Okay.
I don't know.
Free the jungle. Is that better?
Yeah, that's better. That's
Yeah,
You
yeah, I
know?
guess. Yeah, not the bush.
I'm just campaigning for more body hair for everybody.
Even on yourself.
No,
everybody
never said
but
that.
me.
but I'm not a person. I'm not a human being. I'm an alien.
Fairy. What?
I'm a fairy
Hmm.
and an alien.
Okay.
Maybe
They're the same.
Shakespearean.
Interesting.
Hear ye, hear ye. No shade, that was fucking funny.
Yeah.
So we're on to number 15.
For me, number 15 is veins. I knew you were gonna judge me. I really like it, but I just had it already before, so I think that was not a big change for me. It's just a family thing.
Did you have like forearm veins before?
this, yes.
But like on your forearms.
I had a lot of veins on my hands, and I have like I think 2 more veins on my arms because of T, but I already had like visible veins.
But you're not like looking forward to more, or like is that not important to you for you to have like, oh, I really want more veins? That's like, I like it.
For sure, no. The more veins, the happier I would get. I really like it, as I said. It's just that I already kind of had it before. That's why I put it low. It's not that I dislike it.
Fair enough. And I look like 5 times and then I just forget. Right. Number 15 for me is anger, which is also linked to emotions, but it's more like frustration and anger feeling more intense after small things. Like I can get so irritated when I'm stressed. Like I used to be just like maybe feel sad or like, yeah, but now I just feel very angry and frustrated and just want to punch something or throw something into the wall, but I can't. And I don't know what to do with that anger. Or especially if I get angry at people, I don't know like what to do with myself, basically, which is like, I usually don't get angry at people, but when I do, it's usually someone being disrespectful or something. I don't know how to handle it because I've never had to before. Not that cis men handle their anger well, but it's just, yeah, that's the annoying part, I guess, because I haven't learned how to deal with it. And yeah.
I feel like anger is something that I agree that is hard to handle, especially when you didn't have that much your whole life. But I have to say, it kind of makes me gender euphoric when I'm angry. Like, I have the both. I'm angry and I'm like, oh, I kind of like that. Do you also feel like that?
It depends. If it's like someone's hitting on my girlfriend and I get angry, then yes, of course. But if it's that I hit my head in the cabinet or something and I get so angry that it ruins my mood for an hour, then I don't like it. Then I'd rather be like, oopsie, like before. Yeah.
Whoopsie.
Oopsie daisy.
So we're on to number 16.
Number 16 for me is libido, and for me it was not the same, like getting hard, bottom growth.
So fancy with it, libido.
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 I can say it in French. It's sexier. For me it was how do you say it? Libido?
Libido.
Libido. I don't know. It's like it was fun to have to feel horny in a different way. I would say I liked it, and also it made me feel again very gender euphoric because it's more a guy's thing to like be horny all the time.
This is my second to last, and so one that I actually don't like, which is hair loss. And like so far, I feel like my hairline has only gotten more masculine and like moved further back, but it's still not something that I like necessarily. Like I like having a more masculine hairline, but I don't want to lose all my hair, and hopefully that won't happen. But it's still a scary thought, and like it's not nice to start obsessing over that when I used to not have to worry about it, basically. Yeah.
But I really don't feel like your hair is not thinning.
I don't feel like it's thinning, but it's like it used to be really round. So when I had a buzz cut, I thought about it all the time. That it's like not that it's like further back, it is further back, but not that it looks like I'm receding, but more so it looks like
it does look more masculine.
The hairline is not squared like masculine. It's like up a little bit.
That it goes up?
Yeah, a little bit.
Not a lot.
But now it's longer, so you can see it. That's why I like having this length more than when I had really, really short, because then it's like
more noticeable.
Yeah, more noticeable.
I still think you're gonna be fine. So I don't think you have to obsess about it. You'll be okay. Number 17. Okay.
For me, is that the hormones make your chest smaller, like your boobs. I put it that low because it was nice to make it smaller, but just I had top surgery after a year, so I didn't have time to notice that change. It was just only a bit.
So this is my last one, and the only one that I don't like whatsoever, and it's acne for me.
Right.
Yeah, because it's not a change that happens to everyone, but for me, it's like I already have so much history with it, and it already affected me a lot mentally. And it's people say that it creates a little scar on your heart, and I already had that, so now I have another one. Even though it's better, it's still really annoying. And I used to have nothing on like my shoulders and back, but now I have like pimples, and it hurts and it's annoying, and I just feel unhygienic, basically. And it's, yeah, like I said, it's the one change that I hate and that I don't want whatsoever, basically. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't realize, like, before making this list, how many changes hormones gives you, actually. I always think about the voice and... Yeah. But I forget. So I'll just say my 3 last since you don't have any more.
Yeah.
For me, I had sweat. Like... it makes me feel euphoric to sweat so much, but it also sucks because then you stink all the time. I don't like that. Need to pee all the time. I already talked about that in a video. But basically, it's not need to pee, but how to explain this?
I've heard.
Yeah. I made a TikTok about that, and apparently I'm not the only one. But because you get hard all the time, in the beginning, your body doesn't realize that you have something more down there or that your body changed. So you can't make the difference between, do I need to go to the toilet or am I just hard? And so that kind of sucked because, it was inconvenient, especially at the beginning. I didn't know why. And then the last one is hair loss, especially I don't have the good genes. So I've been 2 years on T and it has already started like really like thinning, especially here. Yeah. That was my least favorite, and that's the one I don't want at all. Because you said we are happy about all of them, but not this one.
Yeah, sorry.
No, sorry, I'm sorry.
All right. That was our lists. If you're also on Testosterone, you could leave a little comment saying which of our lists you relate to the most, basically.
Wow, that was a very lovely little
You're still very sensual.
Well, maybe I am. But
Why
what
not?
about it?
Why
Why
not?
not? Maybe I'm gonna just start talking like this all the time now. Why not?
I feel like you already do, but
I kind of do. Especially, yeah. No, anyway, this was a very lovely conversation, and that's a lot of changes.
a lot of changes.
A lot of different things.
I thought this was gonna take like 15 minutes of the episode, but it's been like the whole episode.
Yeah.
So hope you liked it. But yeah.
Hopefully you hear more from me in the next episode. Didn't feel like I had a lot to say, but that's okay. Yeah, we're gonna move on now to our listener question of the day. So get ready.
So I had a question in my Q&A that I really wanted to answer to, so we can just have it as the listener's question.
Okay.
Do you have any memories when you were little that now you can say it was a sign? I feel like playing a drinking game.
Literally. Tranny game.
Drink for every memory.
Right. Let's not get passed out.
Yeah. Okay. Anyone who thinks of something specific first gets to answer first.
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead.
Well, I was hitting boys that say I was a girl. That was a sign, I think.
Oh.
If somebody says, but you're a girl, I would just hit them. Yeah.
Bop.
Like I used to love boxers, and specifically the Björn Borg boxers, because they look really cool. They had like graphics on them, and I had like a bunch of pairs that I loved so much, and I had them all the time. And then when I was alone in my room, I used to put a sock in there.
How old?
When I was like 6, 7, 8, around
5, 6,
there.
7, 8.
5, 6, 7, 8.
6, 7, 8.
And then I loved when my boxers like poked out from my pants, and you can like see it. That's why I also wore my pants so low, because I was like, you need to see how cool my boxers are, because they're really cool.
Look at them. Look at them right now.
And I'm still like that, so I still love
Right.
boxers.
I feel like what I had was I very much always just remember feeling like during PE and stuff like this, like in school, I would always hate when they separated into like guys and girls, because I always wanted to be with the girls. I hated being with the guys. And like even during even when I played sports, like I played American football for a while, and I just remember I was always like, I'd rather be the girlfriend on the side. Very much so. Or like I'd rather be like a cheerleader on the side. But I did like playing, but it felt weird.
We were in a relationship when you were playing American football, and I was in the watching you with your
bleachers,
mom,
yeah.
and I was like, I want to play. And you were there being like, I just want to watch.
Yeah. So I feel like it was quite obvious, but
Yeah.
you don't put two you don't put 2 and 2 together that quickly, you know? Sometimes
Yeah.
it takes time to figure it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, that's crazy, because for a long time, before I knew I was trans, I thought I couldn't be because I didn't have any signs. But now I could give you like so many signs
Same.
like this.
Oh, we both talked about this too. It's like there's so many things you look back at.
Yeah.
And like in dating also, and in life in general, it's like there's so many things that just, if you actually just thought about it for like a minute, you would have probably been able to realize it. But when
Yeah,
you're in it, you don't
definitely.
think about it in that
Yeah.
way.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
yeah. I feel like those were some pretty obvious signs from our pasts.
Yeah. So yeah, that'll be it for today's episode. We have to wrap it up, and let's say a big thank you to Eliah for joining today's podcast.
Thank you for hosting me. Thank you so much. I had so much fun.
You'll probably be back for another episode in the future. So, yeah, let us know what you thought of it, and if you want to follow him on Instagram, please @ yourself.
Eliia.rbr.
We will also put it in the description for y'all.
Yes.
So if you want to follow, go
yes,
check out the description.
and go ahead and follow our Instagram as well for the podcast, which is at Trans and Transparent.
Yeah. And don't forget to leave a little comments. Make sure to let us know what you felt about the
list.
episode. And the list.
And the list.
And
Yes.
make your own list if you feel like it.
Yeah.
That would be
awesome.
fun to see, actually.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, as always, we love you so much. Thank you for listening to today's episode, and we hope that you listen to it next week as well.
See y'all next week.
Yo, I'm in the light at the end of the tunnel. Paper stacks, yeah, I got them in the bundles. Harry Potter breaking bread with the muggles. They said I wouldn't make it, now they looking puzzled. They said I wouldn't take it, I to go and hustle. Get the bag, it ain't never getting fumbled. In the jack, but we came up from the bottom. Through the cracks, let the light pour in. Have a blast, let the drinks pour in. Take a risk like it's a short thing.